Hello, everyone. It's Melissa, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello and welcome. Are you ready to make a beautiful gemstone and summer necklace? We are using the beautiful gemstone Amazonite. It is one of my favorite gemstones. We are also adding in some beautiful Czech glass. These were claimed from a Softlex company live sale. And then I'm adding in some jump rings that I went ahead and already connected to make a little tassel for our beautiful little seahorse bead here that we're going to embellish a little bit more, and a beautiful 8 millimeter Austrian crystal AB, size 8 seed beads, findings and clasp of your choice, and then of course through softlex wire in the beautiful fluorite color, just to match the under the sea vibes. Before we start creating, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It'll help my little channel grow. And I will leave a link down below in the description for more necklace inspiration, as well as the products used in today's video if they are still available. Let's start creating. So I know there's kind of a lot on my bead mat for right now, but we're going to start by making a pendant. So I went ahead and just added on the seahorse bead, which is double-sided, and that's what I love about beads sometimes is when they are double-sided, it's okay if it moves because you're going to get your design on each side. We're just going to make a loop, and I am using my one-step looper. We're just going to slide it into our tool and just give it a squeeze. And we have a perfect loop. And I like to take my round nose pliers and just make sure that the loop is closed. You don't want to lose your pendant. This can also make a gorgeous earring. We're just going to add in one of our little jump rings, and this is going to act as a bail for our necklace. I know it's on the smaller side, just because I didn't want it to stand out too much. I wanted the gemstones to be the star of the show. So we're just going to attach it to the top of our little loop that we made and give it a close. And when the jump ring closes, you should hear a little click and you'll know it's secure. So I did the same thing and attached 7 little jump rings together. You could use a piece of chain if you wanted to, but I just used jump ring just to kind of have some more consistency in my design. So on the bottom of the eye pin, this loop is about a 2.5 millimeter. So it should hold all 4 of these little jump rings. We're just going to open up a jump ring and then attach our little chain of jump rings and add it to the bottom of the eye pin and then give it a close. This is a wonderful project to help practice opening, closing jump rings. And we're just going to do the same thing on the other side, and you can make them different sizes if you want to. So completely up to you for a design preference. And we'll just add on the next one. And then you can also add like little beads at the end if you want to with some head pins or maybe some little starfish charms. So we'll just keep adding on our beads. And give it a close. So you can tell we have like our little tassel and just kind of little movement in our piece. And then we'll just add on our last one. So with just a standard head pin, with the 2.5 millimeter, you can fit about 4 of the little jump rings on. So we're just going to set this off to the side for just a moment. And we're just going to be doing basic bead stringing with our Czech glass, our seed beads, and our beautiful gemstone beads. And when I'm doing bead stringing, I like to keep it on the spool of Softlex. It just kind of acts as a bead stopper. So we're going to start with our beautiful Amazonite, and this is an 8 millimeter bead. And we're going to pick up one size 8 seed bead. And even though these are kind of on the larger side for seed beads, you can still pick them up with Softlex, so you don't have to use your fingers. And then we're going to add on our beautiful Czech glass, and these are like, I think they're called a button bead. They're two-sided and they're just kind of fused together. And then we're going to add on one more of our little beads, our 8 millimeter beads, and an Amazonite. So we're just going to keep adding on our beads until we reach the middle of our necklace, and then we'll add on our beautiful pendant that we made. See, we have the start of our beautiful necklace. It just kind of glimmers in beautiful ocean colors. So we added on the last little Czech glass coin bead, then one size 8 seed bead, and we're just going to add one of our 8 millimeter Amazonite. We're going to skip the seed bead and just add on our little jump ring. And then one more Amazonite bead. So we're still going to have that gold spacing, but it's just going to be a jump ring. And then we're just going to repeat the pattern for the other side of the necklace. And then I'm just going to add the rest of the Amazonite beads alternating with the size 8 seed beads for the rest of my necklace. Add some more soft flex wire, and then I'm just going to trim it off the spool. And I'm going to continue to add. I have some extra soft flex, so I'm just going to go ahead and trim that. Now you can attach your clasp directly to the soft flex, but I like to attach it to jump rings, just in case I want to switch out my clasp in the future. I don't have to restring my whole project. Add some more soft flex wire, and then I'm just going to trim it off the spool. And I'm going to continue to add on the beads for this side of the necklace. We have our beautiful necklace. Just look how it just kind of glimmers. This would be really pretty with a green girl studio pendant as well. And that mermaid or the seahorse. I just love working with gemstones in my designs. So now we're just going to add in our 2x2. So we're just going to slide it on like it was a bead, and I'm ending on an Amazonite bead. We're going to pass it back through, and this is going to create like a little connection piece. And it's up to you how big or small you would like it to be. We're just going to take our pliers and just give it a squeeze. This is going to secure it and keep everything in place. Add it on the beads, and you can tell I have a lot of soft flex. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim a good workable length to add my 2x2 on. And I'm going to save the soft flex for a future project. This would be great for a pair of earrings or maybe even a bracelet. I'm going to add on our last 2x2. And then we're just going to pass back through. You want to make sure that everything is nice and secure. You don't have any loose beads. And then just go ahead and check your 2 connection points. They don't have to be perfect. You would just like them similar. And then we're just going to squeeze and rotate. A little extra soft flex. We're just going to trim. Have our beautiful gemstone ocean necklace with our beautiful seahorse pendant. And now we're just going to attach our clasp. And since it's summer, if you ever want to shorten your necklace or make it longer, you could just attach a few jump rings on the back of the necklace just to extend the length. So we have our jump ring. We're just going to open, attach it to our soft flex and our clasp. And I am using a lobster claw. Give it a close. We'll hear that little click. And then we'll attach the other side, another jump ring, and close. And you could add maybe some little Amazonite beads on the bottom if you wanted to. So completely up to you if you wanted to add some more little charms to your design. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It'll help my little channel grow. And check out down below in the description for the products used in this video, as well as a necklace tutorial inspirational playlist. Have an awesome day.